Hi friends, and welcome back into the channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope to bring you a little beauty inspiration today. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Cannot complain, cannot complain. My friends, I have some bracelet and earring kits for you that I launched the first day of spring, and so I wanted to bead them up, and hopefully you will enjoy this and pick up your kits. These are so pretty. They're all a little spring inspired, I might say. But also really just great for any time of year, my friends. So that's what we're going to get into. So I have two bracelets. I have the Picasso Canyon. I have the Sacred Horizon, and then the Serenity earrings. So we're going to get right to it. So my friends, this is a sample of the first one we're going to do. And it is my Picasso Canyon. You can, of course, string this up any way you want, but it just has a bunch of really beautiful beads, some leather. We've got some Picasso jasper in here. Just some beautiful, like Southwest inspired. I love this turquoise suede. We have a beaded loop and just a simple lobster closure. But oh my gosh, I just love this. It's so lightweight and it's so fun. So we're going to bead this one up first. So let's put this to the side and get to it. Now, everything you see me working with here today, you will receive in your kits. You get everything to bead your kits up if you've never bought any kits from me before. The only thing I don't provide are your tools and your creativity to put your own spin on your beautiful kits. So the Picasso Canyon comes with all of these beads. It's got a bunch of jasper in it, Picasso jasper, some fun rondelles, some spacers, and we're going to be also using the Soft Flex medium in the 49 strand and the lapis. That comes in your kit, as well as your crimp tubes, is what I meant to say, and your flat vegan suede, as well as your hardware. And we have a clamshell on this one. So I just took all of my little small beads here. There are a few left. I took 6 of my spacers, or 7 of my spacers in the copper there, and 6 of those little teeny tot rondelles, and I fed them on, right? And now I'm just kind of centering up my wire, right? Now, if you wanted to crimp right here, you absolutely could, right? But I didn't, right? I did not crimp there. I'm just going to put my wires together now and feed on a champagne 6mm. And now I'm going to split them apart. So let's get those, make sure they're uncrossed. Looks good. And then I'm just going to grab a bunch of my gorgeous little 4mm Picasso jasper here. And I'm going to put a spacer in between each of these little beauties. Now, everybody's jasper will vary in this kit because they are a natural gemstone, right? But it's just a beautiful colorway in this Picasso jasper. There's some that are mustard, more in like the evergreen, some grays, the burgundies, just a beautiful finish on these little teeny tot, adorable. I mean, guys, how can we go wrong, right? Jasper. Ooh, look at that one. So pretty. So I'm just going to feed on quite a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more. There is 7 on that side. And then I'm going to put on this gorgeous cylinder, these lamp, they're like a lamp beads, sort of, kind of. And then we'll put a spacer. And then I'm going to go over to my other strand And I'm going to go back and forth with some jasper and the burgundy rondelles. So we will start out. Now I start out with the spacer on this one. These little 3mm spacers you get in your kit, because down here, now the bead string wire showing through is a vibe, right? And I love it. But this does help them to lay a little better right down here. Just a little closer together, right? But we'll see a peekaboo with that gorgeous lapis wire. And then we'll do a bunch of the burgundies here. Get those involved with some jasper in between. We'll do the same with these gorgeous, oh, these beads are so pretty. And we'll end with the spacer. And now I'm going to put my wires together. And we will put on a bead cap. And then we'll grab an 8mm jasper. And oh, the variation in these are just beautiful. So pretty. Look at that one. This one is much more of like a burnt burgundy, like almost like red rock. Some beautiful like mustard lining through it. So pretty. And yeah, this is just a really beginner friendly, easy bracelet to string up. So we've got that, keeping my wires together. I will put on the last couple rondelles here. And I'm missing one, guys. I don't see my aqua one here. Okay, well, we'll have to skip over it because I don't know what I did with it. But you will get one in your kit. You will get one in your kit, I promise. This last little guy right here. Don't know where he went. Huh. Okay. At any rate, so now we'll go ahead and, keeping our wires together, we are going to feed on the clamshell. And then the crimp. Where did you go? There you are. And the clamshell. Guys, I'm losing it. Half of the things I need, I don't have. Let me grab another one here. You will not have anything missing out of your kits. Okay, so let's go ahead and feed the wires through that clamshell. And with the belly up there. And then we'll feed on that crimp. And so there we go. That's what we have. And so we'll go back and, before I crimp that off, I'll take a looky poo. And just kind of get everything looking all pretty. We do want to have some movement. I don't want to pull it too tight. See a peekaboo with that wire. Oh, it's so cute. This is gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Love this. And so I'm just going to grab, actually, my chain nose pliers and reach inside that clam there and give that a squeeze and crimp that up. And we will trim those wires. And close that up. If you want to put a dab of glue in there, you certainly could. And let's see here. Now we'll put on a jump ring or two. So I'm going to use the 8mm here on the clamshell. Oops. Which just fell. I'm batting 1,000, guys. I'm batting 1,000 today. Ay, babe. How was everybody's week? Hope everybody is doing well. All right, so we've got that. And then let's go ahead and we'll add the tiny jump ring that comes in your kit to the lobster. And then to the, I think that's a 6 or an 8 there as well. Close that up, and then we'll open that once we tie leather. So you get plenty of leather. I just did a really pretty overhand knot and just knotted it right to that beaded loop. I just think it's a really flowy, fun look. So I am going to simply, let me get some things out of the way. Let's pull that leather up and through. You could do a barrel knot if you wanted. And so just measure how long you need your leather to be here. So for me, it's about right there. And so you can just do a nice overhand knot. Or like I said, you can do a barrel knot if you wanted. If you also want to grab some glue and glue your knot here, you can do that too. I did not glue my knot. So before I completely commit, I'm going to kind of wiggle that into place a little. Nice, pretty, clean knot. But let me go back and just double check about, you know, where it needs to be. So think about there. We'll just tighten that up. And we'll snip. And now we will flip this around this way and put that jump ring on there. And Picasso Canyon bracelet is done. So pretty. And if you are not familiar with my store, have never been in my store, oh, excuse me, guys. Oh my God, did I say I have allergies? How bad they are. All of my kits are in the kit studio section of my store. And so that's what we have there. Isn't that just fab? Isn't that fabulous? I love this. Just gorgeous. So pretty. Okay, let's move on to the next one, which is Sacred Horizons. This one has some really beautiful howlite. We've got some soft flex wire in the bone. Then that's your 49 strand. We also have some gold 2x2 crimp tubes and a whole bunch of really beautiful beads and some aquas and champagne and a cross howlite shaped and some really, really beautiful chain and hardware. I believe this is all 18 or 24 karat gold plated over 304. So I've already put my hardware on. So you get a piece of chain. I just decided to keep mine. It's like about 4 or 5 inch piece. I just folded it in half and attached it right there on my lobster, and then there is my jump ring for my closure, right? So I'm going to bead up the rest, and I am going to attach my bead stringing directly to my chain here. So the first thing I'm going to do is put on a crimp tube. Then I'm going to grab the last link of each of those pieces of chain there, right? And so you can make your loop as big as you want. And let's just go grab the magical crimper here, and we'll crimp this off here. And we'll just go around and around. And so that's what I have. Could also do a beaded loop if you wanted right there. And so I'm going to actually split my wires into 2 and feed these adorable little teeny tot aquas, flush cut that, a couple down each strand here. There's 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am now going to put my wires together, and I think I give you some extra beads in these kits. You can really design these any way you like. So there's my start of my bead stringing portion. I am going to put my wires together and get that cross on there. Down both wires. And kind of pull that up a little bit. Uncross you. There we go. And again, if we have the wire showing, okay, all the better. It's got that beautiful soft flex. You know, so mine is kind of, looks like that. If you wanted to be more intentional, really kind of push that in to get that more, like a little bit of a circular situation. We'll just kind of go like that. Okay, and then I think what I did is maybe, did I split them again? Or did I, can't remember. I think I did this. I think I went with this large 8mm champagne. And then I believe I did maybe I put this down both as well. Okay, and then we're gonna split those off. And grab these adorable little bronze babies. They're so cute. These are more like those donut shape rondelles. They're so precious. They have a bronze finish on them. So pretty. Love those. Oh no, I put the bicones first. My bad. Let's put the champagne bicones on first. I think that's what I did there. Okay, so we've got that. And then we'll go with a little bronze, a little faceted cutie, a little cutie patootie. Oh, I cannot. So cute. Love that. So adorable. And then we'll go with a little peach puff rondelle there. And one down each strand. And then another one of these little cuties. We'll put these back together. And let's go with that. And then the highlight. And then my little aquas. Highlight. These are so pretty. Love these. I love this combination. This colorway is so delicious. It's delicious, but we don't need the beads, guys. We don't need the beads. Put that 8mm on there. So that's what I have. And now we will grab another crimp. And we will just make a loop. So let's just let one wire hang out here. And, oops, well, let's put the crimp down, both of them, though. Oh, my word. Okay. And now we'll grab one wire and pull it back around to do a loopy-loop. And we'll put some bend in that there. We'll pull that down. And I'll go back and take a look, see how that looks. Can fidget with that. So pretty, but I really like the peekaboo of that bone wire throughout this design. I think that's just, it's so beautiful. I just love it. So spring, it's so, I love this for Easter, the holidays. I mean, even every day, but it also kind of has a little bit of a dressy vibe to it, doesn't it? Where you could kind of dress it up or dress it down. It's just this colorway is sensational. It just allows for a lot of wearability, basically. Let's push those together. That's a little better. All right, and we'll crimp that off. Go round and round. And again, you know, if you need to adjust for size and make this one smaller, guys, you can minus some beads, right? You can put less beads in here, right? You could also cut your chain down. So a lot of variation in both of these kits for some sizing adjustments here. And we'll get rid of those tails. And we've got a crimp left over. And we have, oh, I guess I'll put the jump ring on, that might help. A beautiful, I think this is the Sacred Horizons bracelet kit. So let's pull that up and around. These are really nice jump rings. They click. Love these jump rings. There we go. So pretty. I love that. I love this one. And again, there's so many variations you can do with this one, right? So pretty. That AB finish on those, it's just darling. I love this. So cute. So cute. Okay, friends, let's make our Serenity. Our Serenity earrings. I'll pull all of our kits over when we're done. Our Serenity earrings, here's where we're going. With this one, so beautiful. We've got some beautiful green aventurine here in the bicone shape and some check. So a beautiful check glass square silver bead here and a check glass pearl and a beautiful silver fire polish. And what I decided to do was to make a little swirl at the bottom. Could do a knotted head pin too if you wanted. And then we'll just do some wire wrap loops up at the top. Oops. And so you also get your wire in these beauties. So adorable, I love that. So we get our, let's get our wire out. Let me cut a couple pieces of my wire. You get 22 gauge wire. You get plenty. And so let's go ahead and start with our round nose pliers on this one. Get you zoomed in here. Let me get you girls up in here. Okay, so I'm just going to go right to the tip of the wire there. And we will just turn in a loop until that touches in the side of the wire there. Then I am going to grab my chain nose and I'm just going to guide the wire around, holding the wire where that loop is between my pliers, and just keep pressing that around and making a little swirl. You can make this as big or small as you want. Does not have to be perfect either. You can also make it more open like that instead of tighter, right? So let's make a variation here. So maybe I'll come back around like that. And maybe even one more time. Do something like that. We'll kick this wire up. And we will now feed that fire polish. These are so easy. And that beautiful green aventurine. Oh, it's so pretty. And so I've got something that looks like that now. You can do any kind of little fun thing with your little swirl. Like I said, this one I did tighter, right? And now we are gonna just do a small wire wrap loop. So I don't need that much. Let me get rid of some of this wire. And so let's put a bend in there. Bend that over. Go in here with our round nose. Pull that up and around. And just go ahead and do a wire wrap loop. Just pull that around. Zoom, zoom. Easy breezy. These are beautiful, and they're so fast, so beginner friendly. Loop. So just go down a little bit here, put a bend in, come in with my round nose, and we'll pull that up and around. Do our lollipop head. Now before I finish that, I am going to pop the bottom component on there. We'll close the door, and let's wrap that up. Trim and tuck. And now we will feed on that beautiful check pearl. And that beautiful little check square crystal. So cute. So pretty. Love that. Love it. And we'll put a little bend in the wire here. Go in with our round nose. And finish a wire wrap loop up here as well. Alright. And we'll trim that off. These are, I believe, 316 surgical stainless steel ear wires, and that is the para-wire, tarnish resistant wire that comes in the kit for these cute Serenity earrings. So adorable. So that's what that one looks like. Had a little fun with my swirly swirl stitch there. And this one looks a little different, a little tighter. But those are so beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and you guys will pop over to my store. Kits are live. Let me zoom you out here. And so that's what we have today. I hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, kits are available. So we have the Serenity earrings, the Sacred Horizon bracelet, and the Picasso Canyon bracelet as well. I appreciate you guys, and we will see you in the next one. Keep sparkling and be blessed.